Hello, here am I, Nick again, and today I want to talk to you about the heroes from the Hero Factory storyline, and I want to tell you which one's my favorite. So I'll just start right now, because it is going to take a long time, I think. I've got line of them from what I think are their best ranks. Storm is the leader. These two are the veteran heroes, I think you call it. I think Bulk is more important than Stringer is. I think he's a bit higher rank because Bulk I think has been in more waves and always been the bigger one. They were even in the first. They were second. They both weren't included. The third they also even, and the fourth. Bulk was the bigger guy. Was bigger than Stringer. They both fought enemies of the same size, and in the brain attack only Bulk is included. So I think Bulk is a bit more important than Stringer. Now we got the Furno, the ones and the Surge and Breeze, the ones that were first rookies when they were introduced, but are now real heroes. These are, I think, not as high in rank as Stringer and Bulk, as these were before them in the team. And I think Furno is of course the highest rank of these three, because Furno also has been one XL hero, and I think you need to be of a pretty high rank to be an XL hero, unless it's just pure fake, like what happened with Rocka. Then I think, and also Furno has been included in every wave. No, not wave, but series, and he's also the rookie leader, so of course he's higher rank. Then I think Surge is a bit higher rank than Breeze, because first we're the same, second both not included. Well, second they were included. In the second they were the same. The third they weren't included. In the fourth, Surge actually was smaller than Breeze, but Surge was the one to fight a big villain, and Breeze only fought a small villain. And the villain of Surge was of more importance because it was going to destroy a satellite, and Breeze just had to get rid of a bug on a bug planet. So I think yeah, that Surge was a bit more important there. And also in the brain attack wave, Surge will be the bigger one, and he will also be fighting the biggest villain. Breeze will be fighting Ogrim, that's also a big villain, but Surge will be fighting Dragon Bolt, which is an XL-sized villain. So Surge comes before Breeze. Then we got Stringer and Evo, Nex and Evo. I mean, they are also both of the same rank, but I just placed Nex before Evo because I think Evo wasn't included in the wave right after it was introduced. It was replaced by Rocka, so that would mean that Nex was of more importance. And later on, they in the breakout they were the same, and then in the brain attack they just bought Evo because Nex already had his time to shine. And then we got Rocka. He's the last one introduced. And he's just the newest rookie, so has to be the lowest rank of all of them. However, he's important for the storyline. He has been an XL, although that was just because he had Sword Cuusoo, just a matter of fate. And he also has been included in every series after he was since he was introduced. So I think that he may be even a higher rank than the other two rookies, but I'll just let him stay there. So I didn't choose all the characters from one same wave, because the only one that does exist is the Breakout. And the Breakout, they are all based on just environment they need to go into to get their villain, and that just doesn't really get to their characteristics. And after all, I don't really have all the Breakout sets. I don't even have any Breakout set at the moment. I do have Evo and Toxigripa, but I used Evo to create Evo XL. And Toxigripa is used for other mess. So I just used all of them from the newest wave. I've got them. Storm is going to be introduced in the in the summer 2013, just as Surge and Evo, and then next I've got all next, and I don't have to break out next, so I just use 3.0 version. I don't have any breakouts, so also the Surge 2.0, because he wasn't 3.0. I don't have breakout Evo, so 2.0 Evo, and I don't have the 3.0 version of Stringers, so, and because I don't have the breakout either, I need to use his first original form. I only got breakout Stormer, because I couldn't order that on the same store as I bought the other breakouts, and so my breakout sets are still waiting in Germany. So now I'll just choose my favorites, and I'm going to tell you why and talk about the characteristics. I'm not going to make my choice based on how cool the sets are, how the sets look, and whatever has to do with that, but just for the characters, and also how the sets represent the characters, but not if it are just awesome sets. So I think my very favorite is an obvious decision. It's just Evo. I also made an Evo XL, so that explains it. And Evo's just I really like Evo. He is the one that always has the heavy artillery, but he's also the calm and easy guy, and he meditates to a little overdoing my point. Yeah. And yeah, he's the calm guy that can handle his temper. And that makes him the perfect option for handling the heavy artillery, because you need someone with responsibility and without any aggression problems to handle the heavy artillery. So Evo is the best choice for that job, and I really think just it's an awesome character, being the calm guy, and also just having the best weapons and the most dangerous ones. I really like that concept, and also the sets to really represent him are good. I mean, this thing just looks like an awesome kind of weapon. Like there's huge energy in it. I mean, why otherwise would there be these so far apart from each other? They have to be a huge energy things to shoot with. Also, these need to represent eyes, but they are from silver. The other are from blue, and transparent blue. So you then just imagine how much power. Hello, I'm back here again. I had some problems with the SD card from my camera. I didn't delete my previous videos from the camera, so I had to stop filming. I hope my previous stuff is recorded, and I'll just put the videos together on YouTube, and I'll just go further now. Just put them together, and where was I? Yes, I was talking about the huge power these things had to have, Evo being the heavy artillery guy. And then just imagine how much power this would have. Just to, like, power sources, power rods going to each other and make a huge blast out of this. Just small, compact, and so big and wide and to each other, and also mean looking, like it's just one big energy blast. And also his breakout version gave him a tank arm. I mean, a tank arm, that's just the literal meaning of heavy artillery. And still he also has the calm yellow color, just yellow. It relaxes, it gives you a happy feeling, like Evo. And also this thing here, when it is in its breakout form, I'll just take that. I don't know, but this just I think represents some kind of futuristic space soldier war game. In that it will actually represent a guy with heavy artillery. Looks calm, but also really like a heavy artillery. I mean, this one is with screws attached to it, like a real visor kind thing, and then the chin. It really looks just an armored helmet. Just has plates and plates, and then it's screwed onto each other. It really looks like this is just the head of a heavy artillery guy. And then he's also just a small one. I mean, he's always a small one, but he has the heavy artillery. And then in the brain attack wave, you will get some kind of power spike or whatever, a really powerful spike inside a trident, a staff kind of thing. The staff can fold open, and then it will just launch a huge energy blast. And it's still, that staff thing just makes him look really calm, and yes, just that. It's just a staff. It's not really horrible, mean looking. Well, mean looking does fit Evo, but not really, really, how do you say that? I mean, it's just not something like this. Just a staff with huge power. That means just calm and powerful. Just what Evo is. I really like that concept. So I also really like the brain attack version of Evo. So Evo's just my #1 favorite from Hero Factory. Then we go further, and I'll just go to Surge. I think Surge, the character, is kind of based on Matau. Just the dumb, funny guy. And when I was a child, I really liked Matau. I think even my favorite color, green, is because of Matau. It's just crazy if you think about it. And I don't really like some stupid geek that ruins the show, but Lego really does a good job of making a funny guy that also is good at fighting. I mean, right here he has the sniper. You need a big responsibility and good concentration to handle a sniper, even though you're stumpy being like Church. So he does have responsibility and he can concentrate, but he's also who he is, and I really think that's an awesome thing. Also, it was in the breakout wave, I think they didn't really represent that kind of thing. He just had this electrical sword with the tube, and he was small and a bit bulky. That's not really Surge. He has to be the long. I think he more has to be a long, slim guy that is kind of. That's just a dumb one, but just the big dumb one that also has responsibility and is good at fighting and what help a friend in need, but just stay who he is. And that's also what in a Brain Attack. I really think it's a good thing they chose. In Brain Attack he's a bit thin, he's not too heavily armored, he's not bulk, and he's long, and he has wings. I mean, wings were a really good choice on him. Wings just fit him. Flying is just something for Surge, the one who wants to experience awesome things. Flying with the jetpack is just something for Surge. They got some missiles on it to a bit represent this, I think. Just a bit shooting action and concentrating on aiming. And then he got a drone launcher. It's makes me look a bit think a bit like this. And he also has a more modern version of what Pyrex has with fire, but then with thunder and sparkles. And I think that weapon really fits him. I think that's the weapon that fits him the most. Just some kind of, it looks like a minigun that's spinning plates, and then two sparkles coming out of it. Like it's also a bit like a taser, and then he doesn't have too much blue also. A bit silver and gunmetal grey, I think also. Yeah, oh yeah, and he has some little shining transparent parts, and I think that just represents Surge. So I really like the character and how the set represent him. So Surge is my number 2. Now I'm going fast through the others. I'll just make it easy for me. Which one do I like the least? Well, the least I do like Stringer. I mean, Stringer, he was first orange, then he got blue. He doesn't have a real story around him. He's constantly changing his secondary color. Doesn't make any sense. And I don't really know what his character actually is. I mean, he looks mean like a brute, but yeah, I don't really like Stringer. They need to spend a little more time on Stringer. This sets also every time represent another thing. I mean, he is the guy with sound, but does he have the artillery sound? Is he friendly or whatever? I just don't like Stringer. I don't know enough about him. Well, dress, I think, to make it easy for myself, well, after those two guys, I think we have I need to make a choice from this all. Well, let's just say Rocka and Furna share the places because they are story-wise based on the same design of being a character. They mostly also represent a bit of the same character. Sword, shield, some kind of blade things around the shield. But what I don't like is really the way they represented Excel Furno. I mean, right now he looks like the old wise guy, and that doesn't really fit Furno. And Rocka always stayed like Rocka, I think. it's a bit over the top to being already an XL version, although it was just Fate. In the first time he was introduced, and later the next wave he already was a big version, and then he became small. And small just fits Rocket, I think. Just make him small, not introduce him and make him big. Just start small, like the guy from the back, the underdog, the one that's going to save the day, but is not already 100 or something. Just like Furno was. But Furno, right now, Furno isn't anymore that kind of guy. They want Rocket to be. Furno's now the wise big guy, and yeah, it's really hard for me now to pick my favorites. But I told you already my 2 favorites, so just opinion about this. Then we got Breeze. I do like Breeze. She's a girl, and mostly on stereotypes, when girls are in things like this, they are always the helpless ones that need to be saved or just in training. And Breeze also started like a rookie, but now she's a real hero. And yes, in the just like in the Brain Attack episode I've seen going like this, you see Breach fighting just as good as all the others. I mean, she has a circle saw, and yeah, you just think that they, and you also still know that it's a girl, just a girl who can fight just as good as all the others, and also not constantly crying about I'm a girl and I want to be just as good as those men, because she already is. She's just as strong as all the others. She's respected. Not the underdog girl, not a helpless girl, just a normal one that fits the others. And yeah, you still a girl, not like really like men. Let's see these eyes. I think this mask really represents Breeze, also. But that's Breeze. I think Breeze will be after Rocket Inferno, and after that I'll get to Stormer, because Stormer is the leader, and he's just the wise guy, and the one that is that just doesn't make any jokes. But yeah, that's his character. But also you do see sometimes making you sometimes do see him making a joke, and he's not the great bulky guy every time. I mean, he's now in XL version, but that's just because it was necessary to get to catch Speeda Demon, and because yes, he's the leader, so he may be the official XL. But besides this, he's not always the bulky guy. I mean, in the 2.0, he had less wide shoulders, and he also longer legs and not shorter arms. So that's just the long leader, just bigger, but also skinny, just good at tactical fighting and knowledge, and not just brute power and being just as typical leader from yeah, just listen to me, I'm the one, I know everything, and I'm good at fighting, I can get all good stuff. Just one that fights just with the others, doesn't have the others fight for him, he doesn't do all the fighting, he's just even with the rest. And in the Brain Attack he's normal sized. I think normal size is a good way for him. He may be XL or normal size, but a small version of Stormer won't really fit. And in the new version, I think he looks epic, man. He has icicles all around him. which are actuated fur parts from Laval, a Chi Laval actually, and he has these new Chama spikes on him to make him more look like he has icicles. And then he's just tall and not too bulky. I mean, he looks strong, he doesn't look weak, but just one real fighter, one that wins because he can fight good and not because he's the leader, which is I don't know, 2 miniguns on his shoulders and then spikes on his feet to kick everyone's butt. Also not the old wise guy that can do some kind of martial arts and kick everyone's butt even though he's 500 years old. So I really think story came out good. After that I do like Bulk. Bulk is bulky one, the friendly one, the one that also has good weapons, the one that does things like first shoot, then never ask questions later, ever. And but also he's just friendly. Just one doesn't think, just goes for it, makes a decision, just hits, knocks everyone around, and still follows the plan, and still has responsibility. Uses his own way of fighting without getting that in the way of actually winning the fight. So that does really work too. Not thinking just helps you. Then we got Nex. Well, I don't really like Nex. I mean, I do like the concept of being the technical guy, but and also being the one that is popular and making an image for himself, enjoying his fame, just being the tactical guy, just a nerd or the geek. But yeah, it didn't really come out well. It's just Stormer, stop falling. Once will fall too. I just don't really like a hero that likes his fame. A hero has to fight just for justice and not for his own image and reputation. And also he's a bit in the back. It's just, you don't know, have to learn much about him. He isn't included in the brain attack wave, just like Stringer. I just don't like the two that weren't included in the brain attack wave. Partly because they weren't included because they didn't really have a character around them. Just a character, but not having worked out of it. Making only being them who they are, and not any details about their lives, about how they got friends. And the sets, well, the sets make him look like he's an even more geek. Yeah, well, this one version does work out, but some kind, just those shorts. It looks like he wears shorts. Then just, I don't know, bare legs. Well, I don't know, hairy bare legs, like he's real weird. And somehow on him, the hero car looks nerdy. Just not awesome, but I'm a hero factory. I got a too big badge on my chest. Just doesn't work out. And this face, it doesn't make him awesome. It just makes him more look like a nerd. Big nose in the front, then his eyes coming from above it. And then he was a total nerd in the breakout wave, just having all kind of headgears on his head, all kind of gadgets, not even real weapons, just gadgets, and a plasma launcher they all had. An antenna. I mean, where's the awesome part? Make him a bulky nerd, just a strong, muscular geek can fight really good, and he's not only there for repairing. Someone who has technical advance and did his study, he knows about repairing computers, but he also is good at fighting, and I don't really see that, so I don't like it about him. But all in all, I just like Evo. After that I like Surge. After that we've got Verno and Rocka. I think I like, well, I can't just decide between those two. They're just the same. Rocka is just a new version of Verno. So I think maybe Rocka even, I like Rocka maybe more because it's always the red guy that's the main person. Now it's just the gold guy. That will be awesome. But for the rest, yeah, they're just the same. After that, Blaze, which is also awesome. After that, Stormer came out really good too. Leader is good at fighting. And after that, next, which I think the concept is cool, but it just failed. And after that, Stringer. Stringer is just an epic fail. I don't really like Stringer. So that's a long video I've just made. I think I'm just going to get it in parts and place it on YouTube because nobody wants. It's going to take a whole day to upload this. So now you know what I like the most. Let me know in the comments which one you like the best. If you just look to the overall releases and how they represent their characters and the characters themselves. Just list your favorites in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll be making more videos, also bionicle videos. Was planning to do that today, but I just wasn't in the mood for it. Your factory set's coming up, so I want to talk about your factory. So after that, just if you want to subscribe so you won't miss any of my videos like this one and maybe the other parts. And well, that's it. See you again soon. That's it for today. See you again soon. I always say something. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. And bye. I'm out.